Hey Robin, this is Simon over in England. I thought I'd make a little video for you and show you some of the stoves that we've designed. So, okay, nice to meet you. I'll turn it around now, the camera, and you can see some of the stoves we've made. Right, the first stove that I designed is basically a horizontal rocket stove, I suppose you might call it. And with a door, and also with a method of controlling the air inside and a nice little handle. But the kind of clever thing, well I think it's clever anyway, about this stove is that it's insulated. And if you look inside, you'll see inside the firebox, you might notice that there's a firebox wall in there. And in the sides and on the bottom of the stove we put about 25mm of insulation, which means that the top plate gets up to a temperature around about 425 degrees centigrade incredibly quickly. But the clever thing is, I suppose, is that you can remove this top plate. Obviously not when it's hot, it would burn your hands, but you see the latches on the side here and here. You can remove the top plate and then you can convert the whole unit into a barbecue or a brazier, so you can sit around in the evening and enjoy your barbecue and your sausages. The legs themselves come off, the top plate comes off, these top sections come off, and the three chimney sections fit inside the stove. Unfortunately it's quite heavy, so it's obviously something you put in the boot of a car when you go camping. And you can see that the kettle is singing away nicely. So that's our big stove, which we call the rivet stove. I'll take you over now and show you our ammo can stove. Now I was spending a lot of time designing stoves and then trying to find a nice tin or something to put them in, and then suddenly one day I said, well, that's crazy, let's do it the other way around. And I thought the best thing that we could put a stove in would be a military ammunition can. And I can pick these up fairly cheaply. These are ex-British Army military ammunition cans with a nice rubber seal, so that the stove is completely contained within that. The thinking isn't particularly original. I think it's just a pretty standard rocket stove. I'm sure you've seen plenty of these on the internet, and you might in fact have built one yourself. But I suppose the difference is ours, that it fits nicely inside the ammo can. It's built out of 140mm box section steel, so it is heavy but incredibly strong. And then we have some windshields. We have the air infade at the base here, and then also we have a method of diagonally feeding wood or charcoal while the stove is in use, and that's quite useful if you've got a big pan or you're cooking or whatever. You don't want to disturb your pan with maybe hot water in it. And like I say, all those components fit down nice and neatly into the ammo can. Okay, very simple. And then we have these little mesh pieces, and then you can convert with some rods, you can convert that into a little barbecue top like that. Okay, and then we have these guide ropes here, which makes the whole stove extremely stable and safe to use. Okay, so that's our ammo can stove large. And then just for a bit of fun, we designed a small one, which has now gone out, I suppose. And that is just a small ammunition can with once again a piece of 140mm by 140mm box section with some air holes. And then we have this removable air intake down here, and that's quite fun because that fits into a small ammo can, but quite useful. Just a little twig burner, I suppose. Alright, that's it. Those are the three stoves that we're making at the moment. Sorry about the mess in the garden, we're having some building works done at the moment. I just thought you might be interested to see a lovely old house. This is where we live in England, we're very lucky. And this is about a 350-year-old house. And I thought I'd show it to you because it actually has a straw roof. So we have to be very careful when we're lighting fires around here. Okay, that's it. I just thought I'd send that to you and wish you a very nice weekend, and hope that your stove ideas are going well. And I'll send you a little email with this. Okay, all the very best, and have a good weekend. Cheers, Robin. Bye-bye.